Alright. Hey, welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how I do my ducks, like clean my ducks and things like that. I got two ways. I got my way that I normally do it, and then I got my way I do it like in the winter when it's cold and they have a lot of fat on them. So show you both ways, and yeah, catch you in a minute. Alright, so this is how I do it. This is hen mallard, but this works for just about any duck that I've cleaned so far. I mean, I've cleaned a lot. I've cleaned everything from teal to geese and even one or two cranes. So this is what I do. So essentially I get a little piece of the skin. This feels fat and this kind of breaks my heart, but whatever. And then you just give it a little incision and boom, there you go. You just peel back the it wasn't too fat. All right, you just kind of peel back the skin so you can get to the meat. Now the skin is liking to stick at the moment, so you might need to make a cut or two to make skin on it not stick as much. But yeah, this is how you do it. Yeah, he's got some fat on him. So then I like to turn mine sideways. Some people don't, but this is how I like to do it. And turn them sideways. Get out your knife. All right, there's a breastbone right there that you can see. And go down that breastbone with your knife. And on this side, I will kind of work just the ribs and everything down. And until you hit the end of it. And then you come here, you have your like wishbone, and I push as much meat as I can to the other side of the wishbone and kind of just go along it and go down this side. Just kind of just make sure you're just kind of like cutting on the bone essentially. And boom, there you go. There's duck breast. And you get two of them, right? And what we like to do is we like to soak them in salt water. And the reason for that is it like draws out like all the duckiness that people don't like and also all the blood. So then on the other side, somewhat similar. I like to pull against it just because it helps you cut a lot cleaner and things like that. So I'd kind of use my thumb and put some back pressure on it. Go like that. Cut down. Kind of the same thing. I get my fingers in there. And just go along the rib cage. And just see all this bone here. You just kind of work your way across that bone and keep going. And same thing with this wishbone. You kind of pull against. I like to pull against it and just go right along that wishbone. And yeah, this duck's really fatty. And boom, another duck breast. That's pretty much it for this mallard. Alright, so the other way I do ducks is I pluck them. I know a lot of people do this. Personally, I don't. This time of year I do. I mean, it's snowing here right now. It's cold. Ducks are putting on a lot of fat, so the fat and the skin make a really good combo. They taste really good. So I'm gonna kind of show you. I'm gonna pluck a bird right now, and I'll show you how I go through it, taking like the breasts out of them and everything. So yeah. I just got finished plucking it. You kind of see the breastbone right there, but this is all fat, all this yellow stuff, and you can kind of see, if you guys can, like right there where there's no fat. So yeah, so he's very fatty. I mean, essentially this is, just do it the same way I do my other ducks. Find the breastbone. Now you gotta cut through the skin and then go into the meat. So, yep. And this is very difficult. I wouldn't say very difficult, but it's a little more difficult than just doing it, because you got to figure out where you want to cut, what you want to cut out, what you don't want to cut out. There's duck bug, but those are nasty. But yeah, so it's kind of difficult because you don't have like no skin, you know, where when you don't have any skin, you can just kind of just zip along. So it's a little bit more slow, plus like combination with the plucking. It's all very kind of time consuming, I'd say. But if you notice, I couldn't get some of these out of here, but there's a little hair, it looks like little hairs, and you can't really pluck those, so what you do is you burn them off, you know. So there's that. Yeah, so man, I still didn't pluck enough. So that's something too, is you gotta pluck a lot, and it's sometimes you don't get it enough. And like I said right there, I didn't get it enough, and I'm cutting into feathers. So I mean, it's pretty similar to how I normally do ducks, but like I said, I mean, then again, I'm kind of out of it. So if I go right there, I could probably cut out some feathers. But yeah, there you go. There's your duck breast, plucked duck breast, and then so I don't know if you can see that. See that like little hair follicle right there. Gosh, this is super hard to get. Yeah, you can probably see them. Like I said, I burn those off. That's what most people do. But yeah, most of the feathers off. Said I really like it. I'm not a big fan of it. Like if I'm cleaning like today, I'm only cleaning like 3 ducks. This is getting frozen. This is rare, but I think I'm only cleaning like 3 ducks today, 4 ducks. I mean, if you're doing that, it's not that bad. But if you're trying to do 15 ducks, I'd say just breast them and send it. You know, like get rid of the skin. You don't really gotta keep the skin. Yeah, that's what I do. Alright, so something interesting that you get every once in a while. So this is a grouse that we shot. And grouse season is still in season. And every once in a while with ducks and geese and even grouse, you can see what they've been eating. So like this guy, it looks like he's been eating like the, come on, focus. Looks like he's been eating the tops of the willows. And they can't really swallow it like we do, you know, like they got to get gravel and stuff like that so they can digest it. So it's really interesting to see what they've been eating. Every once in a while you get to see it. Like I've found mallards with corn or grain in them, so it's really neat. Every once in a while you can see this sort of thing. So just thought I'd share that with you.